Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, August 21st, and just wanted to give everybody an update on how things are going because I haven't had a chance to make a video in a while. Chickens are all grown up, getting about 8 eggs every 1 to 1.5, 2 days. So we have at least 8 females so far. But everybody is doing really well. I'll show you where they lay their eggs. We're busy. So all we did in here is we put some straw in here so that they can make a bed, and then we ordered some fake wooden eggs. I'd show you, but they're sitting on them. Some fake eggs are in there just to show them where to go. So that has really helped them lay here and not in other places. We have found a few random eggs in other places as well. New since my last video, we purchased a solar-powered electric netting for the chickens. We bought the netting after we had a fox come and kill 3 of our chickens. We started researching just a little bit safer ways to keep them outside and have them be able to go out and graze, and this was our favorite way. It's a reinforced, I'll put a link in the description below, it's a reinforced poultry-specific netting. I'll take you around the other side, I'll show you where the battery sits. But now they have this nice open area, they can come right out the door here. I come out every day and I open the door. They come and go as they please. They have some area over there as well. We can move this whenever we feel like they've eaten as much as they want. This is my back garden plot. It's pretty neglected at this point. Things didn't really do well back here. It's pretty shaded. There's some trees up here that cause a lot of shade. That's where the sun is at during most of the day. It's over from here to there. So it doesn't get a whole lot of light. So inspired by that, I'm going to turn this into more of a cold weather crop area next year. I'm going to do a lot of lettuce and kale and things like that that are more shade tolerant. Because even if you could see, my tomatoes here grew real tall, but not really a whole lot of tomatoes on them. This one's got a couple. You'll see when we go to my other garden the difference between shade and full sun for these. So it's kind of neglected at this point. The asparagus did really well. I know I've shown that off before. Here's some asparagus. It's all throughout here. But yeah, live and learn. Next year we'll do something different. Trees did okay. One of them's popping out the top, you can see. Way over there. One of them's popping out the top, but you'll see how much better the trees are doing in the front. So let's head out there. Real quick, these are the blueberry bushes that we put in. See, this one's got lots of new growth. Now remember, we pulled all the blueberries off of these to encourage them to grow this year, and you can see a lot of new growth on the top ends of them. So I was really glad with this purchase. We've gotten lots and lots and lots of blueberries off of the other ones in the back. Pretty much been eating blueberries and Esternia cherry tomatoes every day for lunch. And it went on for several weeks because we had several varieties of blueberries. So Cooper here, the brown and black one, he will no longer leave this small area of the yard over here. What do you got, bud? You got your stick? Good job. This is about as far as he'll come over here now because we put this electric netting in and we knew that they'd probably get shocked on it once and they'd learn from that, and it stinks. I don't want them to get hurt, but they have to learn. It wasn't really going to hurt him, it was just going to scare him. So we got shocked once. We thought that was the end of it. He was a big baby about it, as he is with all things. My baby. And immediately the second day, he went and shocked himself again. So he's decided that this whole area of the yard is just a no-go, and he just hangs out over there underneath his tree and bugs the robin that lives in there. It's pretty funny. This is the other side of the electric netting. So you see there's the tree. So they can come all the way out here, hang out in the grass. They really enjoy it a lot, and I know they're safe. It is an Intellishock solar-powered battery. So here's you can hear it clicking, you can see the light flashing, we know that it's on. Here's the solar panel itself. So we have it aimed at where the sunshine is, which again usually comes from this edge of the property up and over to that edge of the property. So it gets sunlight most of the day. We've tested it several times and it's always more than 10,000 volts every single time. Even with cloudy days, it's really worked well. And these poles are easy to move. You know, if it wasn't, you just shut it off, pull them out of the ground, move them to wherever you like. Super easy to use. Anyone could set it up. So, and the way that this works as well is that there's a ground. So it actually sits a couple inches off of the ground, and there is a metal piece that you slide it onto. So that's how it's electrically grounded, if you're curious about that. But the battery is actually inside of this plastic case. You can leave it out in all kinds of weather, no issues at all. So we're really excited about this. We are planning on getting some goats in the next month or two. Tom is going to be working on building a structure for them in the coming weeks. And our plan for that is to let them loose in these areas that are wooded, have them clear back some of the invasive species, and there's just a lot of honeysuckle and weeds and invasives and things like that. I want them to come through, strip that all out, fertilize the land, you know, push everything down, and then we're going to come through in the area after them, and we're going to plant basically an entire food forest. I want to make this entire 7.5 acres, or 6.5, I guess, if you don't include the lawn, which some of it I turned into a food forest already. But I want to turn this all into food. Crab apples, regular apples, raspberries, anything that anything could eat. I want all kinds of wildlife and insects and natural ecosystem here. So we will be getting goats soon. I'll keep you guys posted on that. That's our goal. We're not trying to get them for meat or dairy. We just want them to come and do their job as herbivores and turn this land into something that we can use. Just like when we first came here, you know, if we had had goats, they would have cleared this whole area for us. This whole area up to the barn next to the tree here was all just like this. We had to clear it all out by hand, and even now you can see some of the honeysuckle and stuff is coming back with a vengeance. The chickens don't particularly love it. They'd rather come out here and eat this grass. There's my favorite chicken, Blonde, the blonde one, named after a Bob's Burgers reference if you like Bob's Burgers. I'm gonna let you guys go, but just wanted to give you an update. It's my first year, basically year 0, so if I can do it, you can too. As long as you have access to wood chips, I get them through my local community. All right, see ya.